I want men to wait for me on the other side. I want many souls to be waiting. The day I will die, hell will celebrate. Heaven too will celebrate. The joy of hell will be that finally one of our headache is out of the game. But before I die, I will replicate my kind many. Because this is the instruction to all is to make disciples. To make disciples is to replicate the dimension of God that He has given to you as a trust. Throw it on others. So that while you are alive, you have replicated that same burden that they gave to you. You can see it littered across the landscape. There are many of us here, you think that the work of soul winning is the work of pastor. It is not. It is far from the truth. We have all been called to the ministry of reconciliation. Have you reconciled anybody back to God before? Have you become the middleman that brought somebody to God and say sorry for what he did? He now, you know how somebody can offend somebody and the person does not have the confidence to go and approach the person he has offended, and he will have to route through another person. That is the ministry they gave all Christians. They say help sinners come to God. And instead of becoming a channel to God, many of us have become the source of discouragement, the source of condemnation, and ultimately even the source of sin for many people. Tonight my voice is an eternal remembrance. I hope that the burden of eternity will rest upon many people's hearts. I hope things that don't have eternal value will vanish before your eyes. Oh, all the things that currently look important, if they don't have a root in eternity, it will fade very soon. You see that your house, ba? A man built a house and used concrete to crest his name on top of the house. It's not long ago, it's just after 10 years. The erosive effect of rain on the name has removed one of the letter. So instead of Obina, what you see is Bina. Time has said, oh God, you can't build legacy here. Your dynasty must be eternal. Only spirits can give you reward. Mind you, the books will be open for all. I don't know what they will read concerning you. In case you are here, you are above 15, I am telling you by God, if you don't have a soul, this, I'm not talking about whether you are going out. If there is nobody that you have witnessed to intelligently. Someone shared with us in a training, a couple of days back, a man was on one soul for 4 years. One soul, following him up gradually for 4 years. This is the saint mentality. You know you are on an assignment. You know life is not for pleasure. This is warfare. It's about colonizing a kingdom that is here on earth. He says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Everything you own, they will share it. Strangers will share it one day. You will leave this body and you will turn back and see people who love you, people who don't love you. They will gather, they will pretend like they are crying. After 2 days, they will turn your burial into a feast. Then they will just turn it to an endless eating spree. Your picture in the parlor. If they pity you much, it will last only 2 years in the parlor. Then during cleaning one Saturday, they will put it under one carton. Your legacy is being lost gradually in time. Woe betide you if you don't have any remembrance in eternity. You have been lost both in time and in eternity. Somebody took a very deep carving and carved it on a tombstone. Here lies blah blah blah. And after a couple of years, his family came around the city. They said, let them go and check. And the effect of wind and water had blotted out some of the write-up. Some people came and dug another grave, and in the process of digging it, they just destroyed the work there. And your own family does not even know where they placed you. Mind you, we will all now meet in eternity. And it is only there that the books will now be open. In case you are here and you are living a double standard life, pretending, have a form of godliness, all your garments are celestial, but your life is not in tandem with the demand of God. You are not hiding from anybody. Because at the end of the day, they will open the books and they will open it in the presence of small and great. Your usher, they will be there. In case you are here, you may continue in sin, and the way the thief visits, he visits when you are unawares. And so when the thief comes and then they cut you off unprepared, you will end up in a place where you will not be able to gist. I don't think, in my wildest imagination, I don't think two people can gist in hell. I don't think you can say, bros, you two, you come here. But there is recognition in hell. You can know when you see a familiar face. May you not be seen, and may nobody see you. You can sight somebody. You can stay in hell and see all the different people that you knew in television and those in Angwan Sunday. It's been a while you heard about hell, right? It's real. People are pouring into it day by day. The road is still very broad. No matter how much Satan wants to shut the mouth and make sure that eternal reality is not an emphasis on the holy altar, there is nothing more important to man. He says, fear God and keep his commandment. This is the whole duty of man. Wherever you are, can you bow your head in 1 minute? I will not give you a prayer point. A burden must have been quickened in your heart. I pray that you can articulate those burdens and turn them into a prayer as you ask the Lord to put upon you the zeal for souls. If you don't have souls, you don't have anything. If you don't have souls, you don't have an inheritance. Brother, you are not too young. Sister, you are the one I speak to. I would waste upon your altar. I would waste following you. At the end, that's all the world would say of me. There's so many things to follow, but I live following you. In life or in death, I am yours. Just the voices. It's a vow. I would waste upon your altar. I would waste following you. At the end, that's all the world would say of me. There's so many things to follow, but I live following you. In life or in death, I am yours. It's time to make that decision again. Whether you like it or not, everybody will waste. You either waste for the burden of iniquity, or the zeal of the house of the Lord will also consume you. But at the end, all men must waste. Today you are only vowing that my own life must be wasted, spent on the agenda of the cross.